What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing BT Presents the Encore Season 1, Episode 5. Stay tuned to the other side, and we're going to get right into it.
Give me the music. Give me the music.
And you know what? That was just the beginning.
So this episode starts off with the girls in the kitchen making breakfast, apparently for each other, and Fallon, Keely, as well as Felicia, as usual, are down in the kitchen discussing, Aubrey. Aubrey is in the bathroom adjacent to the kitchen, and she's overhearing everything that they say. Aubrey takes Lamisha outside, and I see that they both are having a cigarette. I feel like these two should be the least of the bunch having cigarettes. They're having a cigarette and they're discussing about, the expectations of the queen, and Aubrey's upset that people are having side conversations about her. Lamisha's kind of side-eyeing the conversation with Aubrey because Lamisha and Aubrey hasn't had a good history. I feel like they've never had the opportunity to connect with each other on just like an individual level, and this is the first time. So Lamisha's like trying to see both sides of the story and see where Aubrey is coming from. Aubrey is under the impression that Felicia and Fallon are trying to make the collective sound like Cherish, and I didn't get that. And I've been looking at the groups on Facebook and looking at people's posts on Twitter and stuff, and a lot of people are coming after Cherish as if they are trying to take over or manipulate the group in some kind of way, and I don't see it that way. To be quite honest with you, in the beginning, Keely came into the fold as the creative director. The girls were really not feeling that, but they were not vocal about that. The only person who had something to say vocally was one of the Cherish twins and Aubrey. Aubrey stepped in and she started to do things creatively as far as, create the vision board. And then the twins also stepped up and they started to, act in as the producer and helping get their songs recorded and allocate the songs for who sings what. And the other girls are just kind of like on standby, waiting to react to an action. And I just what do you expect us to do? Just sit around and wait for people to take the initiative to write a song, to say who sings this, who sings that, to say what the group should look like? I think Aubrey, as well as the twins, kind of stood up when nobody else was. And for Aubrey to now be under the thought process that the twins are trying to turn things around and make it the way they want it, it's just really weird to me because nobody else is doing it. Nobody else is doing it. And they only have 30 fucking days and they have to have 3 songs that they're all on. The music that they already have, I mean, with the exception of Bird's Eye View, the other songs are okay, but they don't have anything upbeat, up-tempo, something that we can play in the clubs. It's just not there yet. It's Cedar, baby. So Cedar calls the girls to the sofas and she just wants to get an idea of what's going on, and also she wants the name of the group. The girls come up with the blueprint, which is boring. I totally agree with Aubrey with the group's name. Aubrey had nothing to do with it because she kind of iced herself out of the conversation when she was saying that she wasn't feeling well. She said her stomach was hurting and shit. I don't know. But anyways, they also are told that they're going to have a listening party later that week, and also that their ex-bandmates would be a part of that listening party. I don't know. I just don't know if they're there yet. They're not even harmonized in any kind of way, and I don't know how this is going to fall through. I just know it's probably going to fall through. I don't know. It's like they need at least 3 more songs to choose from. They need at least a really good up-tempo pop song that just kind of radiates the charts, and we can pop, lock, and drop in the club or whatever. They don't have that. But then she also announces that there's going to be a new queen. So I'm interested to see who the new queen is going to be. Let's take a look now. This is also an overthrowing of the current queen. Aubrey is the current queen, and the girls are not here for it because she's not participating. She's been in her room on her phone, apparently smoking cigarettes. She's just not here for it. And so the girls take it upon themselves to nominate a new queen. Who the hell voted for Lamisha? Ugh. So Aubrey, Fallon, and Lamisha tie, and Queen mandate states that the current queen gets to be the tiebreaker and chooses who the queen is going to be. And Aubrey chooses Lamisha to be queen because she's so disgusted with Fallon, and it's really, really not cool because I really feel like Fallon can kind of will the girls in, and she's very productive. She's extremely productive, and when she's working, she's kind and she's a listener. I just don't see it for Lamisha. Number one, she can't sing. Number two, like, she's not taking the initiative to do anything but start arguments, to me. So I'm just confused, and I'm pissed off that this bitch is queen. Aubrey and Felicia have a discussion regarding the drama that has been just, brewing, and they talk about how, Aubrey wanted Elijah to bring in a different vibe on a track, and she wanted him to decide who would sing what, so that it wouldn't seem as if Fallon and Felicia were the ones dictating the songs. And Felicia agreed with her, but Aubrey also explained to Felicia that Elijah took it upon himself to talk about how, because he has balls and, he's the man in the discussion, he's not going to argue with the women, but also he has hits that have gone to the charts, and that, Fallon and Felicia were the least successful people in the house. And I feel like that alone, he should have known better to have that conversation with Aubrey to begin with. I just don't think men should be in women's work. I just don't. And it just make him look a little messy and a little, I don't know. It's a turn off to see men mess around in women's work. I don't like it. My man Cosign and Elijah go down to the studio with the girls, and there's another guy with the mask on with them. I'm assuming he's like the studio engineer or something like that. But anyways, Felicia and Fallon get in a discussion with Elijah about the conversation he had with Aubrey, and he's basically backing down, and he's saying that, they need to have a conversation with Aubrey. Aubrey comes down, and Elijah completely lies about the whole conversation and just, like, why you lie? Like, how we heard you say what you said, and now you're backpedaling and pussy popping. Like, why? Like, hello? Like, we heard you. Anyways, I'm sure a fight is going to ensue. So one of the twins interrupt the whole conversation and says if they wanted everything to sound better, look better, and be organized, they should have chose her to be queen instead of Lamisha. Felicia and Fallon leave the room. They are completely done with the conversation. And my problem is, the name calling. You have Lamisha sitting downstairs calling the twins freaking frat. And I just don't think that the energy would be the same had they called Lamisha a name. Shamari looks really good in that really long hoodie and the wavy hair. Like, she looks good, huh? All right, like always, we have Felicia and Fallon down in the studio first with the guy with the mask on. He still has his mask on. Ham joins them. You keep telling me no when you want to say yeah. So Felicia and Fallon had already recorded a track, and Pam comes downstairs and she's listening to it, she's vibing to it, and she starts singing to it, and it just gives it like this different vibe. And like, Pam goes into the studio, she lays the track down, and just beautiful. Love it. Like, this is what I'm watching for. I'm watching for the singing. I'm watching for the productivity. There's not a lot of singing on this episode, and it started to piss me off, and I'm like halfway through it already. So I guess the other half is going to be arguing. Today is also Shamari's 15th wedding anniversary. Ronnie had to plug himself in this shit somewhere. Like, let's rewind real quick. So there was a scene where the girls were actually looking for Aubrey, and her bed was missing from the room. And I think she probably took it out of the room and put it into a room like downstairs or something like that. In any event, she comes back into the house, and they haven't seen her for a while, and she gives Shamari a present for her wedding anniversary. All right, so the girls go down to the studio. Cosign comes in. That's my man or whatever. And they're talking about the set list, which is the song and in the orders in which they will sing at the listening party. And Felicia and Aubrey agree for talking to be first. Fallon comes down and she's completely not okay with it. They get back upstairs to the kitchen. Fallon and Felicia start arguing because Fallon thinks that she should have been consulted before they made these changes.
Oh my God.
I Irish, was that shade? Was that shade, Irish? I live. Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it? I'm never shocked at anything that comes out of the team's mouth at this point. I wasn't shocked from the day that I met them. I'm not shocked right now. I'm not shocked at their wigs.
Their wigs don't shock me either, no shade. Like, those wigs are tragic as fuck. The girls are once again down in the studio talking about the show lineup, and not everybody is completely okay with what has been chosen. And Felicia and Fallon are talking about Aubrey, saying that she feels that the music isn't enough. And to be honest with you, I feel like they have produced and created good music, but we need something popish, like, you know, like something that's gonna make you want to twerk or something like that. Like, the slow songs and the sad songs are cool and all, and they sound great on them, but we need just like something. Like, every group in the house in their original groups have like that one radio banger that just gets the party going, and we haven't seen that with this group yet. So a fight incurs again. Felicia and Fallon go downstairs. They confront Aubrey. They and Aubrey are having a back and forth. Nivea's off to the side, wondering when the next time she's going to be able to have a meal. The girls are just all over the place. The music producer or engineer, he's sitting there with his mask on, and he's taking it. He's taking it. Ain't said a word to nobody. He's taking it. Just crazy. I feel like this episode gave me anxiety to the max. I didn't get a chance to hear any good music. Like, girls, like, what the fuck is going on? This is like week 5, and like, what's up? What's up? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a review for BET Presents the Encore Season 1, Episode 5. If you liked what I had to say, go ahead and comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, you can like it at the bottom. And also, if you've enjoyed my channel, you can subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.